Okay, so for this next demonstration, I'm going to show you how to do the blanket stitch around the edge. This is what you're looking at right here. So I've secured all of the pieces, and then I went around and added the blanket stitch all around the edge before I began sewing my decorative stitches, okay? So I've got my hoop here. We're just going to pretend like, I know I don't have everything on there yet, but we're just going to pretend like I do. And I'm going to go ahead and start the blanket stitch. I'm going to bring my needle up with my thread. Oh, I forgot to do a knot. Let's get that in there real quick. And you remember, you can make these as decorative as you want to now, okay? So we did our sampler where you learned your stitches. Now you can be as creative as you want. You don't have to make the blanket stitch look as consistent as what I was looking for in your sampler. Okay, so I've come up over here, and the idea is just to create the blanket stitch where that longer line part, the part that's a solid line, is along the edge of my felt. So I've come up there, I'm going to stab my needle down here. A lot of you guys are still in stab stitch mode. Oop, I've got a nice little knot already going here. Let's pull that out before it gets too tight. Okay, I'm sure that's going to happen more than once. And then make sure that you're sticking that needle up through this loop, okay? So when you do, you're going to catch the edge of that thread right there at the edge, and then that's going to be your first blanket stitch right there along the edge of your felt. I'm going to do it again. I'm just going to repeat this all the way around. You can get kind of quick at it. Try to do one of these moves here. Hitch that floss underneath your needle. Either way will work, whatever works best for you. If you practice this method here, where you stab the needle down and then you try to bring it up right underneath that felt line, just make sure that your floss is hitching underneath the needle. And if you do that, you'll ensure that the solid line portion of this stitch will end up being along your edge. Okay, you don't have to use the same colors. You can, as the felt, you can change the colors up. You can make the spokes on this blanket stitch longer if you would like, and then come back and couch them. You can make them shorter and make not a big deal about them. You can make them closer together and make them tighter. So as creative as you want to be on this is up to you. So be creative with this and have some fun. The idea of this whole unit was to have you learn the sampler, learn the basic stitches, practice on the pennies, and now you can be as creative as you want to with any of your stitching. I want you to think outside of the box. You can use some yarn for couching in this piece. I would not use yarn along the edge. That's gonna, because this is also gonna secure your edge, I would use the floss, but you can use that for couching on the inside of your project as well. I think I just got a little sidetracked there, which shouldn't surprise any of you. So anywho, I hope I taught you a little something here. You're just going to continue this around until the whole edge is secured. You're going to get good at it. You're going to get quick at it. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this project. All right, thanks.